Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank the Oakland A's and the City of Richmond for giving me the honor to stand here and represent these two fine organizations and doing what we've been able to do here in Richmond today. I would like to briefly tell you that I am a resident of Richmond, my 28th year. I was born and raised in Berkeley. I've raised three children and two sons here in Richmond. Play baseball. One is currently playing in college. The other one is playing professionally. We've played in these parks. We've passed by this park many times and it was empty, and the reason, not because there were kids that didn't want to play, is because the field wasn't in playing condition. And we understand the challenge that is presented in the community of having places for our children to play, to be safe, to have good coaching, to have fine adults mentoring our children. And what a great day that we get a chance to celebrate today and the work that's been done here. How about a round of applause? Before I go any further, I'd like to welcome our fine, young, growing, aspiring, dreaming Richmond Little Leaguers and their parents. The reason that we're here today is to celebrate the opening, the refurbishment, and the opening of the Martin Luther Jr. King Field. I'd like to give thanks to Pacific Gas and Electric Company, the Oakland A's, the City of Richmond, the Richmond Community Foundation, and the Good Tidings Foundation for making this renovation possible. I would also like to thank the following persons for their work on the field renovation. General Contractor Robert Bothman Construction. Thank you very much, Robert Bothman and Gary Cook. We'd like to thank the people that are responsible for this beautiful green grass that's laid out on the field from the West Coast Turf. Thank you, Greg Dunn. The boundaries, the fences, the backstops, the dugouts. This was done by fence contractor Calco Fence and his group, Mrs. Scott Pope. Making sure that it stays green with the sprinkler system, the irrigation supplier, Imperial Sprinkler. Thank you, Mr. Jeff Deming. And beautifying it with all the beautiful paint, making the place look pretty when you pass by it. Our paint supplier from Kelly Moore Paints. Thank you, Mr. Patrick Byrne. This gentleman is a personal friend of mine. We've known each other for a long time, but we were scouts together at one time, and he was helping a lot of inner city kids out with his foundation and doing things, giving kids an opportunity to play. And he ended up telling me that he was retiring from it, and he was doing such a great job, and I couldn't believe that he was doing that. But he told me he had bigger dreams and he had bigger visions. And through this is like his 120th project that he's been responsible for. But with the Good Tidings Foundation and his group, Larry Harper, I also like to thank the athletic facilities manager, Justin Clark, and Larry Harper. I'd like to thank Yadier Bermuda, City of Richmond Public Works Director, Frank Gonzalez, for his park supervisor and their park division staff. Thank you very much. Just don't make this a one-day thing. Our children are our future. They said something like, there's no I in team, and it's so true. It takes a village to raise them, and we got to stick together and get this done. So I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Billy Morton. Billy Morton and Babbit.
There you go.